So, are you truly your own best friend? Do you prioritize your needs, celebrate your successes, and offer yourself the same compassion you give others? Could the answer lie in strengthening your bond with yourself? Hi there, everyone, and welcome back to the Joy Without Justification podcast. We're your hosts, Denny and Dan, and today we're diving deep into a topic that is often overlooked and yet incredibly powerful: self, love, and friendship. What if the key to happiness is not finding someone else, but becoming someone you love being with? Do you feel lonely even when surrounded by people? Are you ready to embark on a journey of self-discovery and self-love? If so, join us as we explore the power of being your own best friend. So, Dan, always a good time having you here on the podcast, whether we're doing a video or whatever. Today's topic is just a little, some might say, egotistical, but you really got to base it on, you can't really show love for someone else if you aren't feeling that same kind of love for yourself.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
So, what does it mean, Dan, then, if someone is their own best friend?
Well, take it from someone that has always been extremely self-critical and self-loathing. It's really learning to cultivate a deep and loving relationship with oneself. It's about being able to accept your own flaws, celebrate your own strengths, and consistently choose self-compassion over self-criticism.
Yeah, I think a lot of people struggle with that. I mean, a lot of them, and that still can go into society where, like we said in the last podcast, you've got constant negativity thrown at you every day and every day, no matter who it's from. It could be from family, it could be from a stranger on the street, it could be from your boss and everything.
Absolutely.
We are so bent as a society and concerned with what other people think and feel about us that we neglect what we think and feel about ourselves.
True.
And we let their opinions of us affect how we think and feel about ourselves.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
So, what tips or anything would you give to someone to help them sort of understand how they need to start feeling better about themselves?
First, you have to kind of understand that it's a journey. It's not something that you say a couple of words to yourself and everything's better. But first and foremost, you have to treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you offer to anybody else, offer to your closest friend. So when you make a mistake or when you feel like you're not where you need to be, treat yourself with compassion. Allow yourself grace. And, understand that we are all surviving this life. We didn't get any instruction manual. We're all making it up as we go. And I think the sooner we can kind of realize that, the easier it is to be compassionate to yourself. People can give you advice, but they're not walking in your shoes. No two lives are exactly the same. So we're all kind of doing this all by ourselves. So give yourself grace. Positive affirmations, that's kind of important. It's kind of reprogramming your mind. So you want to repeat positive statements about yourself daily. to help change your mindset. And, it could be something as much as looking in the mirror and saying, I love myself, or I am confident in my abilities, I am resilient, I give myself grace, just whatever works for you.
And I'm just going to push in a little plug here since you said about the positive affirmations. We do that every morning around about 9 a.m. or a little bit before 9 a.m. on our YouTube channel. So, check that out as well.
Okay. And mindfulness meditation. So this is a practice that helps you stay in the present and connect with your thoughts and feelings without judgment. So that's really, it's harder than it sounds, but it's really beneficial. I'm a big believer in meditation. I'll be doing some podcasts on those as we go along to kind of teach you guys, what worked for me. But anyway, mindfulness is just sitting with open awareness, noticing your environment, noticing sensations in your body, just being in the moment that you're in. You're not thinking of the past. You're not thinking of the future. You are in the moment. And when you're in the moment, your brain still works. So as those thoughts come by, you just observe them and you don't attach anything about them to them. So, if something comes into your mind that you think of a happy occasion, you don't say that, oh, that's great. You just see the thought and let it go. If it's a thought that would normally give you anxiety, you just notice the thought and let it go. Don't assign any kind of emotion or any kind of subject to it. Just let that thought go. Setting boundaries, and each of these we definitely could make our own podcast out of, but setting boundaries is very important, and this is something I'm still learning to do. I was always had a deep-seated fear of rejection. I have not been a good boundary setter. And I'm seeing that now. I'm seeing that as I set boundaries, especially in my workplace, that it's caused a lot of tension and friction. I was the people pleaser. So people that kind of tried to use me, they can't anymore. And it's a process. You kind of grieve. You kind of go through a bunch of emotions, but you come out stronger. And celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. Acknowledge your success, because you want to get that good positive mindset. So you want to know that you're doing well, and you want to congratulate yourself on any baby step to increase your confidence.
Yeah, and that's some good advice on that. And I want to sort of like give you a hurrah for something you said in the last podcast about porch sitting.
Yeah.
And I have found myself, when I take the dog out to go to the bathroom, I'll be sitting on the front porch. And sometimes, in the afternoon, you may have a little bit of traffic going up and down the road here a little bit. But I have caught myself, like this morning, there was like a gentle rain going on while I had the dog out. And I noticed, I was just sitting there and I was listening to the rain hitting the leaves on the ground. Mm-hmm. And there really wasn't any birds singing, but we even have a fountain on our front porch. And the water was just dripping and trickling there with the rain. And it was just so soothing and relaxing to sit there and listen to that. So you may or may not have a porch where you live. If you don't, go to a park. Go somewhere where it's peaceful, not so busy traffic-wise.
Yeah.
And just sit and listen. Sit and take in the nature.
Nature's a great place to be present.
So, I want to give you a hurrah on that one. That is a good piece of advice to give, is taking that moment for yourself. And maybe that's an even good place where you might be able to come into a little self-recognition of who you are.
Yeah.
And how you really do need to feel good about yourself.
You have to. Yeah, you have to.
And so we've come to that part of the show here, ladies and gentlemen, where we are now going to have a short meditation. So if you're driving, please just focus on driving and everything. But Deanne, take it away.
So find a comfortable position. Just kind of focus your eyes on the present, kind of listen to your breath. Take a few deep breaths. With each inhale, feel a sense of peace and calm filling your body. And as you exhale, release any tension or stress. Imagine yourself surrounded by a warm, loving light. This light represents your own inner strength and compassion. And allow this light to envelop you, soothing your mind and body.
And while you're doing this, we're going to repeat this affirmation 3 times. I am worthy of love and happiness. I am strong, capable, and deserving of all good things. I am worthy of love and happiness. I am strong, capable, and deserving of all good things. I am worthy of love and happiness. I am strong, capable, and deserving of all good things.
Now just take a few more deep cleansing breaths, in and out, in through your nose, out through your mouth. And when you're ready, just kind of bring yourself back into awareness.
And so now we're back. So now let's talk about some of the practical steps to becoming your own best friend. Dan, what are some daily habits that we can incorporate into our lives?
Well, here's a few suggestions. Journaling is really good to get your thoughts and feelings and goals on paper. And when you kind of put stuff to the pen and you get it written out, it kind of helps solidify it in your mind. Excuse me, I got allergies really bothering my throat today. Spend time alone. Engage in activities that you enjoy. Reading, painting, hiking, music, whatever it is that you enjoy. Always practice self-care. Prioritize activities that nourish your body and soul, such as, like a warm bath, a massage, some yoga, some meditation, mindful eating. Set realistic goals. So break down your larger goals into smaller, achievable steps, and limit negative influences. Surround yourself with positive and supportive people.
Yeah, I mean, that's some good advice right there. And remember, being your own best friend is an ongoing journey. It requires patience, practice, and self-compassion. And before we wrap up, we'd like to invite you to subscribe to our podcast on Speaker.com, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever podcasts you get them from, as well as on our YouTube channel, Joy Without Justification. And there, subscribe to that as well. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Reddit, and you can also email us at joywithoutjustification@gmail.com.
And remember, you are worthy of love, happiness, and success. Believe in yourself, and let's continue to grow together.
And on that note, everyone, we want to thank you for joining us. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Peace out.